So, do you want to create short form content, or do you want to create long form content, or do you want to create both? It doesn't matter if you are a beginner or a pro level video editor, CapCut is for everyone. It offers variety of presets that letting you edit quickly, reliably and in a high definition. And here's the best part, without any watermark, for completely free. Hey there, my name is Faizan Amjad, ready to create videos that everyone will be talking about. Join me to master CapCut from start to finish. I'll teach you everything from making catchy intros to adding cool effects and subtitles. Plus, I'll share my own backgrounds and project files so that you can follow along. Ready to join me? Let's make some awesome videos together. Welcome to this course. The most asked question is how to download CapCut on PC. The CapCut has two versions. First one is the standard version. The second one is the Pro version, which is available in a few countries like USA, Australia, etc. If you don't live in those countries, then you will be using the standard version. The standard version is all we need to edit a short form content, so don't worry about it. I will be using the standard version so that you can follow along with me, and I will also share with you a trick to use the Pro version, but it only allows us to use a few features of the Pro version. So first we have to Google CapCut and we have to open their official website. So in order to download the Pro version, don't go to the third-party website. That might contain some virus and that might harm your machine. So I highly recommend you to download the CapCut from their official website. So this is CapCut official website, capcut.com. I'm going to click on it to open the website. And as you can see guys, at the top we have this download. If you hover the mouse, we have a drop down menu. Here we have the mobile version and here we have a PC version, Windows and for Mac. We have to click here. And now it is now downloading the setup. Now we download the CapCut setup. We have to double click to open this setup. Click on this yes button. As you can see guys, at the bottom I have already installed the CapCut, but for this lecture I'm going to install my CapCut. So it will download the latest version of the CapCut that is available at that moment, because we are using their official website, not the third party. Now after 5 to 6 minutes the CapCut is now officially installed. Now after 5 to 6 minutes the CapCut is now completely installed. We have to click on this got it, close this window, and if you want to update your CapCut, if you have already installed your CapCut, you can click here. And as you can see guys, we can click on this version, we can install the latest version. So as you can see guys, it is now updating my CapCut. Now we have to close this window, close this window again. And now guys, I am going to click on this CapCut. And now it is now testing the environment. So this is the window that you will be seeing if you are installing the CapCut for the first time. Now we have to click on this confirm. And as you can see guys, if I click here, if I go to the version, check for the update. And as you can see guys, 3.4 is the latest version. So for some reason the website is installed 3.2 version, not the 3.4 version. So I'm going to install it now. I'm going to update my CapCut. So this is how you update your CapCut. This is maybe happening for me only because I have already installed the previous version. So that might not happen to you if you are using the website and installing the CapCut for the first time. But don't worry, we can also update that CapCut. As you can see guys, I am now updating my CapCut. Now we are successfully installed the update, so we have to restart the CapCut. And as you can see guys, again this window will show if you are updating the CapCut. Sometimes it might show, sometimes it won't. Now we have to click on this confirm. And as you can see guys, these are the term and policy for the CapCut. So I'm going to click on this agree and continue. And if we click here, go to the version, click on this update. As you can see guys, current is the latest version. So we downloaded the latest version of the CapCut. So we have to create a new project. So this is the CapCut interface, and this is how we can download and install the CapCut on PC. So to get the pro version of CapCut, you need two software. The first one is the VPN, the second is WARP Cloudflare. What is it? I'm going to tell you that in a moment. Now first of all, go to the ITO VPN. It is a free VPN. I use it. It come up with a daily MB usage, so you can use this for your daily basis. You can go to the VPN services and you can select your platform. If you are using Windows, Mac or iOS, you can select their following option. So for Windows, I'm going to click on this Windows. And now I can click on here to download this VPN. So I have already downloaded and installed this VPN. So now I'm not going to do that. Now second, go to the Google and search for WARP Cloudflare and go to this very first link. Now here, as you can see guys, for the Windows, we can click on this Windows Release Build and it will take you to the download center, the app center. And now right here, you can click on it to download this Cloudflare. So I have already downloaded this software as well. So now I'm not going to do that. But don't worry, they both are very easy to install and download. Now I'm going to open my CapCut and I'm going to show you guys that I have the standard version as well. And now as you can see guys, we don't have a pro version. If I create a new project, and now as you can see guys, I have the standard version as well. So first of all, close your CapCut completely. You have to close the project window as well. Now we have to open the VPN. And now as you can see guys, we can click on it to connect. And now we have to change this to USA. So we can search for the USA. This is the free USA option, so we can click on it to connect because the CapCut is available in United States. There are some other countries, but United States is the best option for us. Now I can close this and I can also close this mini window of this VPN. Now guys, here is the best part. You have to open your CapCut and as soon as it opens, you have to immediately create a new project. So I'm going to show you that how you can get access to the pro version of CapCut. So click on your CapCut and as soon as it opens, immediately create a new project before it's too late. So as you can see guys, now we have the pro version of CapCut. Now if I import a footage, as you can see guys, right here we have the pro version and right here we have AI style adjustment. We have some new animation and even in adjustment, as you can see guys, we have some pro features that are not available in the standard version. Now if you go to the effects, right now my effects is loaded fully, but if your effects is not loading, if your effects is lagging, first of all let's close the VPN because we get access to the pro version of CapCut. Turn off your VPN, close this window. Now we can click here and now we can connect this to a private network. But before you connect your network to a private, we have to also use a pro feature. Because if you don't use a pro feature, sometimes it just take you to the standard version from the pro version. So I'm going to check on this auto adjustment. You can after turn it off, don't worry about it. So click here and now we can change our network to private. And now you can fully access to the pro version of CapCut. And as you can see guys, I can apply any effect. So click here, this is the pro effect. You can use any pro effect if you want to, and you can add multiple effects. So this is how you can use the pro version of CapCut even if you don't have it in your country. Now go ahead and download the project file, and if you download your project file, if you open it up, you will get a notepad, and in notepad we have a drive link. So copy this drive link and paste this drive link in your browser and you will get all the assets, all the projects file that we used in this course. In this drive link we also have 3 complete edited project CapCut files. So as you can see guys, this is the one 3D image file, this is the final short edit, and this mobile screen effect. Now I'm going to show you how you can use this completely edited CapCut project in your computer. So download any project, and in this asset guide we also have some backgrounds. As you can see guys right here, if I double click, we have this background file. I believe we have 13 or 11 or something. So you can use this in your short videos. We also have save zone so that you can place your caption, place your subject in the correct position. Now we have this project, extract this WinRAR file, and as you can see guys, this is the project file. So how you can place this project file in your CapCut? First of all, you have to open your CapCut. You have to create a new project, and right here, as you can see guys, this is the location where all your projects of CapCut are stored. So go to this location. So if you want to save your time for your project location, then I highly recommend go to the settings, and as you can see guys right here, you can change your project location to anywhere that you want. You can simply click here and you can set any location that you want for your projects. For me, I'm going to select documents and select folder. Now click on the save button and my project location is set to the documents. Copy your project, go to your CapCut projects location and paste this project file. And now as you can see guys, we have this file. So refresh, close your CapCut, and now you can search for mobile screen. So this is the project that I am talking about. Now if you open the project, you will get this error. So how you can fix this error? You can right click and you can replace clip. Now you can select any image that you want. So I can replace image, and now as you can see guys, we have this effect, but we are getting this error. So we have to also right click, we have to uncompound clip, and we have to also replace this clip as well. Now we can create a compound clip, we can check motion blur, and now check this out. So now go ahead and download your project file and get these assets. Thanks me later, and I will see you in next one. So this is the project window. You can also minimize or maximize your project window. You can also create a new project. If I close this window, as you can see guys, now we are back to the project window. You can right click or you can click here where we have these three dots. You have rename, duplicate or delete. So I'm going to right click and delete this project. Now if you open a drive link that I provide you in the asset lecture, you can see in that link, in the drive link, you will find the project window, all projects that we worked throughout this course. So for example, in my screen I have this dress project. So for your CapCut, you don't have any project. If you are opening the CapCut for the first time, you will get the empty window. But for me, these are all my projects that I worked in my previous lectures or in my previous work. So for example, if you have the test project in the drive link, how you can load this project in your CapCut. So let me show you how you can do this. You can open the project first. As you can see guys, right here, this is the project location. So I have to go to the my username app data, go to the C drive and go to the user, go to the username, and now we have to go to the app data. So where is the app data? Now I am going to type app data, A capital P D A data, app data. Press enter, and as you can see guys, we have this location. Now it say go to the local. So open the local folder. Now go to the CapCut draft, click here, press C again, and as you can see guys, right here we have CapCut draft. So if I open it up, as you can see guys, these are all my projects. So if you want to save your time, then I highly recommend go to the settings, and as you can see guys, right here you can change your project location to anywhere that you want. You can simply click here and you can set any location that you want for your projects. For me, I'm going to select documents and select folder. Now click on the save button and my project location is set to the documents. So if I close this window, my project name is test project. So I'm going to search for test project. I'm going to right click, copy this project, and now I'm going to paste this project in this folder. Now as you can see guys, if I right click and delete this project, the project is now gone. I'm going to close my CapCut completely. Now I'm going to open my CapCut again. And as you can see guys, in my project window, we don't have any project. If I search for test project, you can see guys, we don't have that project. You can also change the view to list to grid. You can also go to the trash where you will find your deleted project. You can recover them, or you can also completely delete these project. Now I'm going to close this window, close my CapCut. So this is how you can load a project. So first step, copy a project. Go to the project location where your CapCut store all the projects. Right click and paste this project file. Now I'm going to open my CapCut, and as you can see guys, right here we have the test project. If I click here to open my project, so this is how you can backup projects in CapCut. This is how you can load projects in CapCut. Now your task is to go to the drive link that I provided you in the asset lecture. Copy all the projects that are available in that drive. Copy and paste them in the CapCut project file location. Now when the project is loaded, you can open the CapCut. All the projects that I shared with you will shown in your project window. Now I'm going to teach you the basics of CapCut. So first of all, go to the asset lecture and you can download these videos from the drive link. So download the podcast guest and podcast host. This is the final edit of these two videos. So first of all, I'm going to create a new project, and the first window is the import. So in the import, we can import any media, image, video or audio. So I'm going to select these two videos. I'm going to drag these two videos and drop this in import in our media page. Now in the media page, in the import page, as you can see guys, we have device. This is our local media, and this is AI generated media. We can type any prompt and it will generate AI image, AI media according to the prompt. So as you can see guys, we can shuffle prompt. We can go to the showcase and it will show us the prompt result of the AI generated images. So we can import any AI image. So I'm going to import, for example, this one, use prompt, and let's generate. Now guys, as you can see guys, it generate these four results. So for example, if you like maybe this one, so we can download, we can give a feedback, or we can also HD this image. So I'm going to click on this HD and it will convert this into a high definition image. We can also import these images as well. Click on this plus sign, it will import this image. We can also import this. Let's click on this plus sign and let's import this image. I'm going to select this, press backspace to delete a media, or we can also select a media, click on this delete button, it will delete this media. If you want to undo this, we can also click here, it will undo this, and as you can see guys, this is our media that we deleted before is now back. We can press backspace to delete this media. Now I'm going to import this image as well, and now as you can see guys, this is high definition result and this is a low definition result. So you can see guys, we clearly have a much better image than before. So now I'm going to select these two, press backspace to delete. We also have stock material that we can use in our video. So these are AI generated material that we generated in CapCut, and these are stock material that we can use to create better video. Now in final guys, we have brand asset. So these are images and these are video that we can save in the brand asset. Now the next page is the audio page. We can go to the audio, and as you can see guys, we can use music, we can use sound effect, we can search for any sound. For example, I'm going to search for whoosh sound. We can click on it to play the sound. We can drag this or drop this, or we can click here to add the sound effect. And the fun part is, if I drag my video, for example, if I want to add this sound to this position, I have to hover my playhead. So this is the playhead. to this position, go to the audio, and I'm going to click on this, and it will add this sound effect where we have this playhead. Press backspace to delete these media. We can also add our extracted audio. We can import any audio if we want to. Now let's move on to the next page, which is very important page in this entire program. We can go to the text page, and now as you can see guys, the first section is auto caption. We can click here, we can select auto caption. In the local caption, you can import your SRT caption file. Now for me, I don't have any file, so I'm going to click on this auto generate, select a language and click create. Now here we have a function which say clear current caption. So if you have any caption on your timeline, it will clear that caption and it will generate a new auto caption files, auto caption text file. So I'm going to click on this create and it will generate auto caption for this video. And as you can see guys, in a matter of time, it generate amazing auto caption for us. Now if you want to edit a caption, you can go to the caption. So I'm going to click in, as you can see guys, it will select this caption. I'm going to correct my name. And we are done. We can select any caption, we can delete, or we can add a new caption. As you can see guys, it will add a new text file, a new text layer. So I'm going to select this layer, click on this delete, or we can select press backspace to delete this text layer. Now in the next we have add text. We can add text by clicking on this plus icon. Where we have this playhead, it will add this text. So for example, if I had my playhead right here to this position, if I click on this plus icon, it will add this where we have this playhead. So I'm going to select delete, select this one, and as you can see guys, these are the properties of the text layer. You can change your text, change the font, change these settings. You can also select a preset. You can also add a stroke. So select this one. I'm going to increase my font size. We can select a style preset, and we can also add shadow. For example, add a glow, add a background, or we can even add stroke. And we have a fun feature which is called curve. We can also curve this text like this. Now we can go to the bubble. We can select these text effect as well. We can go to the effects. We can also select these effect as well. Now we have animation. We can select any animation. We can track this text to the video. We can also text to speech. So for example, if you have only audio, so I'm going to click Ctrl+A to delete all these media. I'm going to import this video, right click. First of all, I'm going to trim this. So in order to trim a video, if you want to trim the starting part, you can click here. As you can see guys, this icon will appear. We can drag this, trim the starting point, or we can hover the mouse at the end part of this video. This icon will appear. We can click and drag this to the left side to trim the last part, or we can use this split function. So if you want to split this clip into two parts, I'm going to place my playhead to this position, click on the split, and it will split this clip into two parts where we have this playhead. And for example, let's undo this. If you want to remove the starting point from where we have this playhead, you can click here. It will trim and delete the starting point from where we have this playhead. And if you want to trim this part and delete this part as well, you can also click here. It will delete the right section from where we have this playhead. Now right here we can also freeze frame. So for example, if you want to freeze this frame, we can click on it and it will create a freeze frame. Now we can increase the duration of this freeze frame as much as we want to. Let's delete this. We can also click here to mirror this video. We can also reverse this video. And as you can see guys, it is now reversing my clip. I'm going to cancel this. We can also rotate this video. We can also crop this video. So here we have the crop window. We can select a section. Let's confirm. And as you can see guys, we have this cropped video. Let's undo this. We can also click here to select this split. We can click here to create multiple part of this video. Now in order to create text to speech, first we have to add a text. Go to the basics and I'm going to type, hey guys. Press Ctrl C and V to duplicate this. My name is. Okay. Now I'm going to select these three texts. Go to the text to speech. We can select a voice. So I'm going to select this one and start reading. And it will generate a text to speech file for these words. So now as you can see guys, if I play this.
Hey guys, my name is Faizan Amjad. Hey guys, my name is
We can also go to the speed. We can click here and we can trim the speed. Enable keep pitch.
Guys,
My name is
Faizan Am. Guys,
my
name is Faiz. My name is Faizan Amjad. Hey guys,
We can increase this text.
my name is Faizan Am. Is
So if you enable the pitch, it will change the pitch according to the video, according to the speed of this audio. But if you uncheck this, it will keep the voice. And now if
My
I
name
play
is
this part, as you can see
Faizan.
guys,
My name is.
let's play
Hey
this from
guys,
starting
my
point.
name is Faizan Amjad. Hey
And here
guys,
we have.
my name is.
So this is how we can generate text to speech. Now I'm going to Control A, press backspace to delete all these media. Now in the text page, the next is AI generated. So we can type a text. So for example, I'm going to type my name. We can shuffle the prompt. So let's generate a text with this prompt. And now as you can see guys, this is the text and this is the text effect applied onto this text. So as you can see guys, chocolate chip cookies written with my name. Now I'm going to refresh. Let's drag, click here to add this. And as you can see guys, if I increase the size, this is in a high definition. So you can also, now the next is the text effect, which I discussed in the add text. If you add text, go to the effects. These are the same effects that are available right here. So as you can see guys, if I scroll down, so for example, if you want to add this effect, so you can scroll down and here we can find this effect. So these are the same effects available in the add text or available in separate in the text page. Let's select and press backspace to delete the text layer. Now the next section is the text template. Now by the time of this recording, I don't have a folder where we have text template. Now if you enable VPN, if we go to the text template, as you can see guys, now I have my text template folder back. If you enable VPN, then you might not be having this folder. And if you disable VPN and you refresh your CapCut after a couple of time, then you will get your text template back. Now we can add any text template. As you can see guys, we can download, click on this plus icon, and now we can edit this text template. Now the next page is the sticker page. Now we can use this sticker. We can also generate our AI stickers. So let's allow to generate your prompt, to generate your customized sticker according to your prompt. We can also click here to showcase, and as you can see guys, these are all AI generated sticker. So I'm going to add this one, and as you can see guys, this is in high definition, so we can use this sticker. We can add an animation or we can add a loop animation like this. Let's lower the size and now let's play. Now the next section is the effect section. So I'm going to drag my clip. I'm going to go to the lens folder, and as you can see guys, these are all the effects that we can use. Now there are two ways to use these effects. One is to drag and drop this on top of a separate effects layer, or the other one is to drag and drop this on top of the clip directly. So it will only affect this clip, not the whole clip. So for example, if I have multiple clips like this, I'm going to lower my size so we can see these two clips. Let's place this right here. I'm going to mirror this. So we have this broadcast effect. Now we can go to the effects, and in the lens folder, if I, for example, let's apply this one. So if I have video effect onto a separate layer, it will affect these two layers. We can also change the property of this effect. We can select, press backspace, and if I want to effect a particular clip, then we have to drag and drop this on top of that clip. So in my case, if I want to effect only this clip, then I can apply this effect on top of this clip. Now if you want to change the clip setting, we can select this effect, we can change the property, or if you select this clip, then where we have the effect, we can go to the basics, go to the video, and as you can see guys, right here we can, under the effects, we can click here to edit the property, or we can select the clip, we can delete this effect as well. Similar to this, we have body effects that applied exactly like we applied the video effect. Now the next section is the transition section, which is very simple. All you have to do is just add two clips like this and add a transition like this, or we can select a clip and add a transition. Click on this plus icon, it will add a transition, and boom, we have a transition. I'm fine. Select the transition, we can increase the duration, lower the duration, or we can press backspace to delete the transition. Now next we have the filter page. We can apply the filter like we applied the video effects exactly. We can drag and drop this in a separate layer. It will affect all the clips under this layer, right? Or we can press backspace, delete, drag a filter and drop this on top of a particular clip. And then we can also change the intensity of that filter, or we can also delete that filter. Now the final page is the adjustment page. Now the adjustment page will only apply it in a separate layer. If you want to add this on top of a clip, it won't apply it onto a particular clip. The reason behind this is because if you select any clip, we have a separate section of adjustment layer. So that is why we can't really apply the adjustment layer on top of a particular clip. In the adjustment layer, we can color grade, color correct our video, which I will be discussing in the future lecture. So don't worry about it. Now this is pretty much the basics of CapCut. Now your task is to edit this podcast. I will provide you the final podcast result. So this is the final podcast result. You can download this video in the drive link. So search for final podcast, you will find this video. These are two unedited video. You can edit these two video and make this final result. Now to edit this podcast, I'm going to share with you my final project. So close this, and now I'm going to search for this podcast edit, and as you can see guys, this is the final podcast. So here you can see guys, we have this clip, and here we have a compound clip. Now I did not teach you the compound clip, so here is an example. So for example, if I have this clip right here, okay, let's reset this, press Ctrl, use the scroll, we can zoom in and zoom out this preview window, right? Now I'm going to lower my size to about 50%. I'm going to place my video to this position. I'm going to select this and change this to 50%. So we have the same exact position, same exact scale. Place this right here. I'm going to zoom in to about 7.5. Select this clip, type 7.5. Now as you can see guys, we have these two clips. If you want to create one clip using these two clips, then we can select these two clips, create a compound clip. Now you can see guys, we can effect the property of these two clips using one slider, using one scale. If you want to undo this effect, you can right click and undo compound clip. And now we have these two previous clip. Now if I select any clip, as you can see guys, right here we have properties of that particular clip. Now we did not discuss these properties yet, so don't worry about it because I will be teaching every piece of detail of this software. So your task of this lecture is to create the final result of this podcast. This is the unedited result. You will find a final podcast result in the drive folder in the drive link that are provided you in the asset lecture. So go to the drive link, download these three clips: podcast guest, podcast host, and final podcast. I will also provide you the project of this edit. So this is the final project. This is podcast edit. You can download and place this project in your CapCut. You can review it. You can use the same effect, or you can use a different filter or adjustment layer. You can also color grade this clip according to your taste. This is my taste. You can edit that video in your taste, not just copy and paste me. You can also copy my style in order to learn the basics of CapCut. So this lecture is all about the basics of the CapCut. Now my goal is to teach you the basic of CapCut. You will be performing the final edit of this unedited clip, and then you will learn the basic of CapCut. So good luck, and I will see you in the next lecture. Stay tuned. Now the most important part, if you are editing your short videos, is to change the aspect ratio. If you spend countless hours of video editing and you forget to change your aspect ratio, then your work will be lost. So for example, I have my clip right here, and for example, if we apply some effects onto this clip. So first of all, I am going to go to the import, and now let's go to the stock material. Now I'm going to drag the subscribe button, go to the remove, check chroma key, click here, and change the intensity. Now as you can see guys, we have this subscribe button. Now let's go to the basics, and I'm going to add a keyframe animation. Don't worry about the chroma key and don't worry about the keyframe animation. I will teach these basics in future lecture. I'm just warning you, I'm just demonstrating why it is important to change the aspect ratio before you edit your clip. So for example, I'm going to add a keyframe animation right here. Click here to add a keyframe animation, and now I'm going to drag the subscribe button to about here. Now if we go back, we can play, and now as you can see here, we have the subscribe button. Now right here we have the aspect ratio. So this is in a horizontal, this is a long form content. First I'm going to click here and I'm going to drag my media pool. So we can also change this. I'm going to minimize this so we have this big preview. Now after I edit my video in a long form content, let's suppose I'm going to change my video to short form content. Now here's the thing, this is what happened. Now as you can see guys, the position of this keyframe animation is set to the bottom of the video. So if you forget to change the aspect ratio and you change the aspect ratio after you edit your whole video, then your work will lost, because we have to change the aspect ratio first and then edit the video second. So the second most important part when you edit your short video is to take care of the safe zone. Now what is the safe zone? First go to the drive link that I provide you in the asset folder. In the asset lecture, right click and extract this folder. Now in this folder, if you open this folder, as you can see guys, we have the safe zone, this PNG with different color. So you can select any color, it doesn't matter. In my case, I'm going to select this one. Let's drag this and drop this right here. Now I'm going to drag and drop this on top of my video. So first step, change your aspect ratio. Now I'm going to select my video and I'm going to change the scale to fill my video. As you can see guys, this is our video. We have to fill this video to the whole screen. So if I disable this, you can also enable and disable a track from this icon. Now as you can see guys, we can press Ctrl, use the scroll, we can zoom in and zoom out. Now I'm going to click here, detach my media pool and minimize my media pool. Now if you notice, if you are watching short videos, is when you're watching short video, right here we have some icons like button, comment and share button. Here we have the channel name, etc. And on top of our video, we have some text. The reason why I provide you this save zone is to avoid this area. Don't provide any valuable information to this area because the user will not focus on this area, because there are some icons and some channel names that are covering your important text and important information, so user will not follow your video. So make sure provide valuable information, valuable content inside this area. Drag your save zone and then edit your video. So make sure you provide your information inside this area. This is called the save zone. Now, if you are converting your long form content to a short form content, we have a feature called auto frame that change our long form content horizontal video into a vertical videos. So first of all, I'm not going to change my aspect ratio. First, I'm going to select my clip, scroll down and enable auto frame. As you can see guys, we have this auto frame, and if I close my project, right here in the project window we have auto frame right here as well. So I'm going to open my project again, select my video, scroll down, and I'm going to enable auto frame. Now the aspect ratio is set to the original, which is the aspect ratio of this clip. I'm going to change my aspect ratio to this one, and let's change the image stabilization to default and change this to maybe slow. Now as you can see guys, it track my video and it converting this long form content into a vertical video. So this is a vertical video and this is long form content. Now we have some error if you are using the auto frame and we have two person on the screen at the same time. So I will explain this. First of all, let's apply this effect, and as you can see guys, it crop my video and convert it into a vertical video. But right now we don't have the vertical video, because if you export this video, the software will export this video as a long form content because we did not change the aspect ratio. So as you can see guys, the aspect ratio is set to original. We have to change this to this one, and now we have the vertical content. Now as you can see guys, right here in this section of this video, if I drag my original clip on top of this video, as you can see guys, in this position I have two person at the same time on screen. So this feature will not work if you have two person on screen at the same time. So the best solution to cut out these person is to manually crop the video. So I'm going to disable this tag. So for example, if you are focusing on person number 2, let's Ctrl C and V to duplicate this video. Now I'm going to click here and I'm going to crop this video, confirm, select this clip, let's disable this, and now I'm going to select this person. So now we have person number 1 and we have person number 2. So you can manually zoom in. So I'm going to disable this and I'm going to copy, Ctrl C, select this clip, enable and Ctrl V. So now as you can see guys, we have person number 1 and person number 2. So the best way is we preview this clip, a pro edit, Ctrl B to cut. Now let's disable this. Pro editor edits the video, preview the next clip, select the top one, Ctrl B to cut, select this area, press backspace. In his mind, before he, now let's press Ctrl B, he edits that in his computer, and Ctrl B, delete this section. So now if I enable this, as you can see guys, now we have this clip. Edits the video in his mind before he edits that in his computer. And this is how you can convert your horizontal videos, long form content, to a vertical videos, which is the short form content. Now we have this clip name edit short. Download this clip from the drive link that I provided you in the asset lecture. The first step is we have to import this video. We are going to edit this video into a short clip from beginning to the end. The first step is we have to select this clip, go to the adjustment of this clip. We can also go to the adjustment layer and we can add an adjustment layer if we want to. But I'm going to increase my contrast. I'm going to lower my exposure. I'm going to lower my shadow. By the way, you can color grade this video as you want. I just want a different result. That is why I'm tweaking these settings, but you don't have to copy and paste these values. Just edit your own style. Edit your own color grade. Now I'm going to increase the brilliance. I'm going to add a fade a little bit. I'm going to increase my clarity, add a particles a bit. So as you can see guys, we color correct this video. Now we are going to color grade this video. So the first step is we have to go to the HSL. By the way, this is a method. I'm going to press Ctrl, use the scroll to zoom in. I'm going to click here, detach my media panel. I'm going to minimize this media panel. We can drag this from the middle scroll button from the mouse. Now I'm going to select this orange, which is the skin tone. I'm going to change that to the red side. Now this is better. Now we are going to color grade this video. So go to the filters. Now go to the night scene and I'm going to select this filter. So now as you can see guys, we have this video. So go to the clip, go to the basics, and we can also increase the exposure if we want to. We can tweak some settings. Let's lower the exposure a bit. So if we uncheck this, this is before and this is after. Let's go to the fade and we can lower the fade as well. Let's keep this to 0. So we are done with the color correction and color grading. Now the next step guys, if you notice, we can click here, detach my media pool. We can minimize this. Now if I play this clip, as you can see guys, there is some flickering in my video because I turned on the tube light. That is why we have this flickering in my video. So there is simple solution in the new feature of CapCut. We can also solve this problem. So select your clip, go to the basics in video. We can scroll down and as you can see guys, right here we have this remove flickers. So we can check this. We can change this to flashlight or we can change this to timeline. You can change the level to recommend, weak or strong. So in my case, I think the recommend will work fine. So if I play my clip, as you can see guys, the flickering is now gone. Let's change this to strong. And now as you can see guys, the flickering is now completely gone. Now we have also noise in our video, so we can also remove the noise in our video. So all we have to do is just check reduce image noise. This is, by the way, this is also a new feature in the latest version of CapCut. And now as you can see guys, the noise is now also gone. If I play my clip, so if I uncheck this, this is before. As you can see guys, we have a lot of noise. If I check this, now the noise is gone. We can also change this to strong and let's compare the result. And now as you can see guys, the videos now look so smooth. So if I uncheck this, this is before and this is after. As you can see guys, it will reduce so many noise in our video. Now we have to go to the adjustment, hold the control and we can use the scroll to zoom in and zoom out. And we can use the scroll button to drag our clip like this. And as you can see guys, this is a small preview. So we can also click here. We can drag this to anywhere. Now guys, I'm going to increase my sharpness. And as you can see guys, we have this amazing result. Let's lower the sharpness to maybe 10. Your editors start using, and now this is our result. Now don't worry about this laptop or the messy background. We can fix this by changing the aspect ratio to the short video form, this one, and we can go to the video, or we can also enable auto frame. Change this to this one. I know why your video is not getting views, and let's apply. Let's change this to default. Change the camera movement to slow. I know why your video is not getting apply, and we are done because you are not using the right tool. So we color grade and color correct our video. We remove the flicker, we remove the noise. Now we can also recolor grade this video. So I will tell you what I mean. So first of all, as you can see here, we have this new feature which is called relight. So basically what it does, first of all, I'm going to change my aspect ratio to original and uncheck my auto reframe. Now I'm going to check this relight. I'm going to select a preset, and as you can see guys, this is a light. We can use the control, use the scroll to zoom in and zoom out. And now as you can see guys, the light is affecting the subject. So we have to change this to directional light, change this to subject, people. So now it will only affect myself. We can also change the intensity. We can also change the radius. We can also change the distance. So as you can see guys, if I change my intensity, just like that, we can add a highlight. We can change the color to this one, or we can change this color to maybe this one. And now if I play my video, as you can see guys, now we have this complex highlight. We can also affect the background by select the second light. We can remove this light, or we can add another light. Now I'm going to select my background. We can select both if we want to. Now I'm going to select my background, and I'm going to change this to point light. Let's increase the intensity, and let's change the color to this one. Now we can play around with the intensity. We can play around with the radius, and we can play around with the distance. So I kind of like this one. We can lower the intensity to maybe this one. We can select the light one, and we can also change the color to white. Let's increase the radius. We can change the direction. We can also add another light. Select this, drag this right here, change this to directional light, and change this to people. Increase the intensity, lower the radius just right about 30%. And now if I play this video, as you can see guys, simple preset, we relight this entire video. So this is before and this is after. We can also add the ambient, which is the preset of this relight. As you can see guys, we have different kind of lights. We can also create this type of light effects. If I play my clip, as you can see guys, we have this type of effects. But I'm going to the facial, select this one, and as you can see guys, this is my customized. Now we can change the aspect ratio to this one. We can enable auto reframe, apply, and we are done because you are not using the right tool. So this is the first step to edit your short clip. We color correct, color grade the clip, we auto reframe the clip, we solve the problem in our clip like light flickering, we reduce the noise, and we are done with the first step. Welcome back. So now we are going to edit our audio using CapCut. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So now as you can see guys, we are in CapCut, and in this project I have an audio called edit audio. So now we are going to edit this audio. So you can download this audio using the drive link that I provided you in the asset lecture. Now I am going to drag this and drop this in the timeline. And first of all, let's preview this audio. What's up guys, my name is Faizan Amjad, and now we are going to edit this audio completely inside CapCut. Now as you listen to the audio, I have a fan running in my background. What's up guys, my name is... So first of all, let's fix this. So select your audio and go to the basics, and right here we have reduce noise. If you check this, it will reduce the noise. And now if we listen to the audio again, what's up guys, we don't have that noise. So now I'm going to uncheck this. What's up? So as you listen to the difference, and now this is after we reduce the noise. What's up guys, my name is Faizan Amjad, and now we are going to edit this audio completely inside CapCut. Now as you can see guys, right here we have fan running in the background, but after we reduce the noise, it's now gone. Now the next step is we have to normalize the audio. So if you check this, it will normalize your audio. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to manually reduce my volume when we don't have the red lines. So if you increase the volume, we have these red lines, red wave lines. So now I'm going to reduce this manually. So I think this is good. What's up guys, my name is Faizan Amjad, and now I am going to trim this. We can also delete this portion by pressing W, or we can click here. And now I'm going to delete the first portion, so we can click here, or we can press Q on the keyboard. Now guys, the next step, we can also enhance the voice. So I'm going to check this, and we can also lower or we can increase the intensity of this enhanced voice. Now let's listen to the audio again. What's up guys, my name is Faizan Amjad, and now if I uncheck this, and now we are going to edit this audio completely inside CapCut. Let's lower the intensity to 50%. Now if you change this slider, it will again process the enhance feature on your voice. So now, what's up guys, my name is Faizan. This is 50% enhanced on my voice. Now guys, we are good. Now let's go to the voice changer, and you can also apply some voice filter effect. Guys, my name... What's up guys, my name is... What's up guys, my... What's up guys? What's up guys, my... What's up guys? What's up guys? We can also apply some voice filter effects onto your voice. And we also have this amazing feature which is called voice character. So now I can choose this character. It is now processing. My name is Faizan Amjad. We have to change this to original. Now let's select this.
And now, what's up guys, my name is Faizan Amjad, and now we are going to edit this audio completely inside CapCut.
You can choose any character. So this one is very famous, Trickster.
What's up guys, my name is Faizan Amjad, and now we are going to edit this audio completely inside CapCut.
And you can also change your audio speech to a song. I'm not a big fan of this feature. I kind of like this feature very much. So this is how you can edit your audio completely inside CapCut without using any third-party software. And by the way, you can also lower or increase the speed of your audio. Now the next step is to cut and mix your clip. So I have already done that, so now I'm not going to do that. I'm going to select all my asset in the timeline. We can press Ctrl A to select all the asset, and we can merge these assets and turn them into a new clip. In CapCut, we can right click and we can create a compound clip. It will merge all the clip and it will create a completely new clip. So as you can see guys, in the previous clip, we enable some features like auto flickering fix, auto reframe, etc. But if we select this clip, we can go to the basics, and if we scroll down, as you can see guys, all the feature is now gone. We only have motion blur because this is a compound clip. and we have already done that in a clip that is included in this compound clip, that is inside this compound clip. We can also go to the adjustment layer, and as you can see guys, all the slider is now back to the 0 because this is a completely new clip, not the previous clip. So now we are done with the compound clip. Now we can go to the video and we can go to the remove. Now in remove, we can remove the background with two ways. One is the chroma key, which require the green screen, blue screen, etc. A specific color, we can select that color. So in my case, if I select the background color, it will also remove my face. As you can see guys, my face and the background has same color, so that is why it is removing the both. But for this type of clip, we can also enable auto removal, which remove the background automatically. So it is now pre-processing the auto removal. We are queued for processing. Now it is processing my clip, and now it is removing my clip. And now as you can see guys, it removed the background from this clip. We can also enable the stroke. We have different type of stroke. As you can see guys, we can have this stroke, we can have this stroke, or we can have this total stroke. So I'm going to select the none. Now the next step is we can add a background. So in short video, we have different kind of backgrounds. So if I go to this folder, you can search for these background in the drive link that I provided you in the asset lecture. Now I'm going to add this background. Let's add maybe this one. Let's select this. We can drag and we can rearrange the position. Go to the import, and now I am going to import this background. Let's have this background in the lower layer. So if you want to add a background behind your subject, you have to place this layer, place your background in the lower layer, and place your subject in the first layer. So if you're having the problem placing your subject on top of the background, you can also go to the menu, go to the settings, and in settings go to the edit and enable layer can be reordered in every new project by default. Okay, and we can click on the save button. So now if I play my clip, as you can see guys, we have this amazing background. So I'm going to Control C and V to duplicate this background. So we have this background in loop. We can select this background, right click, create a compound clip, go to the end of this clip, press Ctrl B. We can press backspace to delete this clip. So now as you can see guys, we place the background behind the subject. Now this step is done. We remove the subject background, we place a new background. Now in the next lecture, we talk about the animation, how we can animate the background, how we can present the information. Now this step is very important because we are talking about the animation, and there is two ways to animate the graphics in CapCut. One is to use the preset animation of the CapCut, and the second is to use the keyframe animation. So first of all, let's talk about the keyframe animation. First step, I'm going to Control C and V to duplicate this clip. Let's arrange the position to the original clip. Now I am going to place my background in between these two clips. Select this clip and drag this to the first layer, so we don't have the extra layer. Now as you can see guys, we have the subject, we have the background, and we have this clip. So first of all, I'm going to select this clip. We can also hide and visible this layer by turning on the eye icon. Now let's select this clip, go to the remove BG, uncheck the remove BG. Now I'm going to enable this track. We have this background. Now I'm going to go to the mask. We can select this horizontal mask. We can also click here to reverse this mask. So I'm going to check the none, select this one. We can check this horizontal. Let's reverse this. And now I am going to add a keyframe in the position. And I'm going to also add a bit feather. Now let's add a keyframe in feather as well. Now go to the first second of the clip, play this to about here, and we can increase the feather to 4. And now if I play this video, as you can see guys, we have this masking effect and we have the keyframe animation. So this is how keyframe animation work from the first point to the second point. From the first point, if there is different value, and if we add a second point, or if we go to the next point of your clip and you change the slider, it will add a keyframe animation. So for example, from this point to this point, if I change my slider, change position to this one, as you can see guys, it will animate that because we add a keyframe, we check a keyframe for that specific value. For the position value, we add a keyframe. That is why we have this animation. We can also select the keyframe, press backspace, it will delete that keyframe. Now as you can see guys, we have this effect. I'm going to change my feather to 10. Let's right click, show keyframe animation. We can click here. Let's rearrange the position of the feather. Change this to maybe 60%. I know why your video is not getting. And now we are done. Now as you can see guys, we have this effect. We can also smooth this animation. So how we can smooth this animation? By selecting all the keyframe, go to the position, select the keyframe. We can select a graph. So you don't have to select all the keyframe. You can select one keyframe and it will select all the keyframe. So as you can see guys, now we have different kind of result. So I kind of like this one. So let's go to the feather, select this keyframe, click here. We can enable this one, or maybe this one. Now right click, hide keyframe animation, and now here is the magic. If I click here, as you can see guys, I know why your video is not getting views. We have this effect. You are not using the right tool. Now I'm going to change my feather to maybe 90%. I know why your video is not getting views because you are not. So now as you can see guys, this is how I know why your video is not getting views because. So this is the keyframe animation. Now let's talk about the preset animation in CapCut. So I'm going to import this background and place this on top of this grid background. I'm going to hide this layer. I'm going to go to the animation. We have in animation, out animation, and we have combo animation. In animation will work at the starting point of your clip. Out animation will apply at the end of your clip, and the combo animation will apply on overall the clip. So if I select in animation, as you can see guys, at the starting point we have this line, and in animation window we have this 0.5 second duration of this animation. Now for the out animation, if I select this one, as you can see guys, it will play the slider at the end, play head at the end, and we have this 0.5 second out animation. Now if I select the none, now if I go to the combo animation, if I select an animation, as you can see guys, it will apply on the entire clip. So now complex video edit, select the none. So now let's go to the in animation, and I'm going to select a animation. So as you can see guys, we can also animate by using these presets. So let's select this one, and we can go to the video. We can go to the masking. We can enable the feather to about here. And now if I play this video, as you can see guys, let's go to the animation, select this one. We have this amazing animation. Let's increase the duration. Now check this out. Without any keyframe animation, we add this animation in about 5 to 10 seconds. So this is how you can add animation, how you can animate anything in CapCut by using the keyframe or preset animation. Now the most important part in short video content creation is the caption. So in order to add caption, instead of adding manual caption, we can add auto caption. So first of all, I'm going to select my text, go to the auto caption. Now I am going to select my language, which is English, and now let's create caption for this clip. Now as you can see guys, it automatically add captions for our video. Not getting views because you. Now as you can see guys, we have this override caption, so we can, because you are not using the, it is happening because we have two clips, so the software is confused between these two clips. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check this clear current captions. I'm going to select this clip. Let's go to the audio, and now I'm going to decrease the volume to infinite minus, or we can just right click, we can extract audio, select the audio, press backspace to delete the audio. Now we can create caption for this video, and it will clear these captions because we check the clear caption current caption. And now as you can see guys, we don't have any override caption problem. Now as you can see guys, these are some pretty much basic captions. Now I'm going to take you to a step further. Go to the animation, and this is the easiest way and the most efficient way to add auto caption. Go to the captions, in animation go to the caption, and now as you can see guys, we have these animations. Start using CapCut. So your subtitle, your caption will be shown like this. Start using CapCut. CapCut is a simple, we can select any, start using, and it will apply to all the captions. CapCut is a, as you can see guys, these are some famous caption animation. CapCut is a simple preset template based video editor. We can select this as well. Start using CapCut. This is the most famous caption. CapCut is a simple preset. This one as well. Using CapCut. CapCut is a simple preset template based video editor that lets you edit video fast. And we can go to the text. We can drag this and place this in the center. We can increase the font, and let's place this right here. I'm going to drag my save zone so we don't show the caption to that position. Now as you can see guys, we are now in the save zone. I know why your video is not. Let's hide the save zone, select subtitle, go to the animation, go to the caption, and we can select any animation. As you can see guys, now we have to go to the text and we have to place this in the center, enable save zone, and now I'm going to place this in the center to about here. Now we can change the animation. I know why your video is not getting. I know why your video is. This one is also very famous one. This is for the quick caption. Is not getting. So I kind of like this one. I know because we can read and it looks cinematic. Because most of the people watch the short content in mute. Using the right tool. Stop. Now as you can see guys, it applied this caption to this clip, so we have to select all the caption. We have to go to the animation and we have to select that animation that we want to apply to all the caption. Preset template based video edit. Now as you can see guys, if I select my text there, go to the basics, as you can see guys, this is check apply to all. If I change my font style, it will change the font style of all the caption. Not getting views. As you can see guys, all the caption is now in 29 font size. But if I uncheck this, if I select this, uncheck this, I'm going to lower my font size to about 10. And now as you can see guys, only this subtitle is in 10 size, not all the subtitle. But if you select this subtitle again and we can check apply to all, it will change all the caption size to 10 font. So I'm going to check this, and now as you can see guys, all the subtitle will be changed to 10 font size. So you can also customize a particular caption, or you can apply a settings to all the captions. So this is how you can add auto captions to your videos. Now I'm going to show you a trick to add cinematic motion blur captions. So as you can see guys, in previous lecture we add these captions. So now I'm going to take you to a step further. First of all, I'm going to select a caption, check this apply to all, go to the effects, and we can select an effect. So for example, I am going to select I'm going to select this one. So as you can see guys, we have this caption. I'm going to select all my captions, right click, and we can create a compound clip. Now we can go to the basics. In video, we can enable motion blur. So if I play my video, as you can see guys, we have this amazing motion blur caption. So as you can see guys, the caption transition is look seamless. So CapCut, we won't notice any changes when we have the next caption. So as you can see guys, if I press Ctrl hold, use my scroll to zoom in, hold the scroll button, drag this, and now as you can see guys, if I play CapCut my clip, we have this amazing video editor, subtitle motion blur effect. Now we can right click, we can uncompound these caption, we can change any text effect. So I'm going to select this one maybe, or let's select, so I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to select this one. So these subtitles look good if we increase the font size. And I'm going to also change my animation, go to the animation, caption, and I'm going to change this to this one. Stop spending count. Sorry, this spending count as hours on. Now let's go to the text, go to the basics, and we can lower complex the video editors. So as you can see guys, now we have CapCut. This we have to change, select all the caption, go to the animation, go to the caption, select this mouse. Start using CapCut. CapCut. Now I'm going to select all my caption, right click, create a compound clip, scroll down, enable motion blur effect. So it is still applying the motion blur effect. The motion blur effect is not applied yet. Why your video is so now as you can see guys, we have these amazing fast auto captions that stays at the same position but change very fast. Stop spending count. So as you can see guys, we have some errors, so I'm going to uncompound, select, we have to change this to maybe, let's preview all the words. So I think we are good to go. Let's select all the caption, right click, create a compound clip, and enable motion blur. We can also change the motion blur speed to maybe twice. So for this time, I'm going to select the twice. So now if I preview my clip, I know why your video. As you can see guys, we have these amazing motion blur auto captions which look amazing. So in addition to motion blur captions, I have this version. So I have this AI generated text. As you can see guys, we have this milk effect, we have this fire effect, we have this leather effect or snake skin, and we have some other like this balloon effect. So what I did is I apply combo animation, this one, to this clip, and I also enable motion blur. So that is why we have this seamless transition between these words. So as you can see guys, we can also use AI generated text and we can use them as a caption. Now we have an option which is called tracking, and it is only available if you have two or multiple layers. If you only have one layer, it won't be shown to you, but if you have multiple layers, then it will be available. So for example, as you can see guys, if I disable all my layers, if I select my main clip, as you can see guys, right here we don't have any tracking option, but if we select this layer maybe, as you can see guys, the tracking option is now appear. Now I'm going to enable my subject, I'm going to enable my caption, let's enable the save zone. So we are in the right place for using the caption. Now I'm going to select my captions, go to the tracking. I'm going to select this track and use the control, hold it, use the scroll to zoom in, and I'm going to use my scroll button and I'm going to track my, let's track this eye. Now as you can see guys, we have an option called scale and we have distance. So it will track the scale if you enable it, and it will track the distance if you enable this option. If you want to track both, then you can select the both. If you want to track forward, select forward. Want to track backward, select backward. So for me, I'm going to select my forward to track forward. So go to the first position, select the eye, and now I'm going to start tracking. The tracking option in CapCut is not that efficient. So as you can see guys, it lost my eye connection. The problem that I identify why it is not tracking me is because we applied so many effects onto this clip. We softened the skin and we also, if we select the main clip, as you can see guys, let's right click, go to the uncompound clip. If we select the main clip, as you can see guys, we relight, apply relight effect. We apply reduce image noise, which lowers the detail of a clip. So I'm going to press Ctrl Z to uncompound to compound the clip. Now let's create a new project. So as you can see guys, we have a new clip, a new project. I did not apply relight effect, remove flickering effect or reduce noise effect, and I did not apply motion blur effect onto this caption. So now I'm going to go to this frame, go to the tracking, select the track, and I'm going to track my eye. Let's increase the window a little bit and now let's start tracking. Now as you can see guys, the tracking is now a little bit more efficient than before. So the trick to use the tracking in efficient way is not apply anything to your clip. Just track your clip before applying any effects onto your clip. So as you can see guys, in this case it tracked me with a professional more efficient way than before. So now I'm going to select my video, go to the video. I'm going to place my video right here. How are you doing? And it will stay at this position. We have a tracking subtitle. Now let's enable the motion blur effect. Because we tracked the subtitle, the captions before, and then we are applying the motion blur effect at the second. So now as you can see guys, we have these amazing captions. Hi, I'm your host XYZ, joining me with a professional video editor. Now I am going to show you how we can place anything. It doesn't matter, it could be text, it could be a picture, it could be anything behind the subject. So the first step is we have to press Ctrl C and V to duplicate this clip. Now I'm going to extract my audio first, select the audio of this clip, press backspace to delete the audio. Now let's select the clip, go to the remove BG and we have to check auto removal. Now it will remove the background. We won't notice because we have the same video behind the subject. So if I disable this video, as you can see guys, we have the subject. Now we can convert this video into a completely new background. So how we can do that? First of all, I am going to hide this track, hide this subject. We can select this, go to the basics. We can check this canvas. We have several options. We can blur this video. So if I select this blur, for example, now you won't notice anything because if we scale it down, as you can see guys, now we have the blurry background of this video. So let's reset this. Let's increase this to about here. And as you can see guys, if I change the color to maybe anything, now we can lower the scale. As you can see guys, that color background is now appear behind this video. So we can change any background. We can select a customized color. We can also select pattern. So as you can see guys, these are some amazing patterns. So my favorite ones are these four. this one is my favorite. So I'm going to select this one, and as you can see guys, we have this opacity option right here. So I am going to change this to 0%. And now as you can see guys, if you notice, we have this background and we have this subject. So we can create a new background. We can right click, create a compound clip, and we can customize this background furthermore. So as you can see guys, we can place this on top of the subject. So why I convert this to a compound clip? If we uncompound this clip, we can drag this and drop this on top of the subject. As you can see guys, we have zero opacity video because the background effect is only applied in the main track. So this one is the main track. If I drag and drop this to the main track, now we have background. And if I drag and drop this on top of the second track, secondary track, we don't have a background effect because the background effect is only available, the canvas effect is only available in the main track. So if I drag this, as soon as I drag, the background effect is now back in the business. Now let's go to the opacity, change this to 100%, and let's increase this to, let's reset this, and let's change this to this one. Right click, or we can press Ctrl C, copy the values, double click Ctrl V to paste the value. So we have the same scale on both clips. Now I'm going to place a text template behind the subject. So go to the text template. We can select any text template. As you can see guys, we have some pretty amazing text templates. So I'm going to select this one, click on the plus icon, trim the duration, select this. We can place this track to the second. Now we can select this to about here. Video is not getting views. Video is not. Now we can select these two video. Place this to about here. Select this text template. Place this to about here so we can read the text as well. Video is not getting views because video is not getting. Now we can add and out animation. But as you can see guys, we don't have any out animation or animation feature in the text template. So we can right click, create a compound clip, go to the animation. We can select this. Video is not getting view. So as you can see guys, now we have a bit much smoother in animation. So we can select the animation. We can lower this to maybe 3 seconds. Is not getting. Now we can add an out animation. So select the out animation and select this. Getting views. So we can mask out so it will look like it will disappear behind the subject. So I'm going to select the mask, click here. And now as you can see guys, it will appear like it disappear. Oh, I know. We apply the out animation. That is why we don't have the masking effect. So now what we can do is we can select the subject and we can place this right here, or we can just zoom in both clips to about here. Video and now as you can see guys, we have this effect. Video is not getting views because you are not. So this is how you can place anything behind the subject. Now we are back to the main project. So as you can see guys, I uncompound the clip. We have these captions. So now we have stop spending countless hours. So I'm going to select this caption count, and now I'm going to correct my caption. So we have this stop spending countless hours, right? Now I'm going to press Ctrl C and V. I'm going to uncheck this, go to the animation, go to the caption, and I'm going to select this none. Now let's go to the text and I'm going to remove all the words accept, stop. I'm going to also select this pending. First of all, let's press Ctrl C. So I'm going to using this effect for only 3 words. So I'm going to press Ctrl C and V 2 times. Select these two, align this right here. Select the second. First of all, select this one, copy this pending word, select this one, paste this pending word. Select this one, copy the countless and paste the countless right here. So I'm going to first of all disable hide track, stop spending countless hours. So right here we have hours. So I'm going to also Control C and V, and let's change this to hours. Stop spending count. So if your CapCut is freeze during the project, the simple solution is to close the CapCut. So now as you can see, the interface is being loaded. Wait a minute. So we have to wait a couple of minutes. And now I'm going to reopen my project. And now as you can see guys, the problem is now fixed. Stop. Right here we have stop. And now right here we have spending. So I'm going to trim the spending. Count. We have countless. So I'm going to place this countless. And we have hours right here. So I'm going to trim this hours. And now I'm going to trim this. Now I'm going to enable all my text layer. So as you can see guys, we have first of all stop. So I'm going to place my stop. I'm going to select all my text, go to the text effect first, and for this one I'm going to select, so we can select different. So I'm going to select the stop, select this one. I know you may be thinking what this guy is doing, man. I have no idea, but trust me, at the end of this tutorial you will be surprised, you will be happy to see this effect. So I'm going to select this one, and now as you can see guys, stop. First of all, let's place this stop right here. Change this. Remember, uncheck apply to all, so it won't apply this effect to all. Stop. Then we have spending right here. Now you maybe have an idea what I am doing right here. So we have spending and we have countless. So go to the effect and we can change the countless to maybe this one. So the trick is to use the correct text effect. For me, I think this one look good. So we have store spending countlets and we have at the end hours. So I'm going to select this one and I'm going to increase this to right here. Now you might be wondering why it cover all the text. Trust me, you don't have any idea. Now as you can see guys, we have store spending countless hours, right? Now I'm going to delete this caption for now so that we can focus on these four at the moment. Now I am going to select this. First of all, go to the effects, because I'm going to change this to, maybe let's change this to. Now our next step is to go to the effects, go to the lens folder, and we can apply this blur effect on top of these three. But this effect will apply to all the clips. So what we can do is we can change this to 0%. And I am going to add a keyframe right here. And when we have the R words, I'm going to change the blur to about 12%. Now I'm going to select all my three texts plus this one, create a compound clip. So as you can see guys, it only affect this text, not the whole project. And from here, I'm going to add a keyframe to the transform. Use the right arrow key and left arrow key to go back and forth. And when we have the outwards, I'm going to lower my size and I'm going to place this to about here. So now as you can see guys, we have this stop spending countless hours. So now you have an idea what I was doing. So I'm going to select all these. Let's change this to this one. Right click, hide keyframe, select this and also add a motion blur effect. So now as you can see guys, stop spending countless hours. So let's change the hours to this one. And now let's preview the clip. Stop spending countless hours. As you can see guys, in this project, I changed my color to this one. I changed my preset to none. And I changed my effect to this one. Now if we go to the animation, I change my caption animation to bounce out. Now I select all my caption, create a compound clip, and I trim this to about here. Now I freeze frame this word, which is CapCut, and I add a zoom effect. So as you can see guys, if I go to the basics, right click, we can uncompound this clip. We have this same blur effect. We can press Ctrl Z, or we can click here to change this to a compound clip to redo the effect. And I also add a zoom out keyframe animation right here. As you can see guys, we have this scale down animation, and now we have this so word appear on top of this word. So now we have this effect. And I use my animated background, which I provided you in the asset lecture. In the drive link, we have this grid background. So this is how I create this effect. And this is how we can create this type of caption effect in CapCut. Now in this lecture, I'm going to show you how you can create water fill text effect, which are used by some of the Instagram reel creator, which looks stunning. So first step is we have to go to the text. We have to add this default text. I'm going to increase the duration to 5 seconds. And I am going to type my name here. Let's change this to bold. And we can change this to maybe this one. Let's change this to resolve. And I'm going to increase the font size. Let's click here. And now I am going to change the color to green. So we have to change the color to this green. Now guys, I'm going to add a stroke effect. Change the color to white. And now as you can see guys, we have this stroke. Let's change this to this one. Change the color to bright green. Now we are done here. Now guys, we have to create this to a compound clip. I'm going to press Ctrl C and V, place this in the main track. So now we are in the main track. Let's hide this track for now. And I'm going to lower my opacity to 0%. Go to the canvas, change the color to white. And I'm going to click here, export this still frame. So we export the still frame, select this, press backspace to delete. Now we have to import that still frame that we exported. If you don't know the destination of your export still frame, don't worry, click here, go to the export still frame, and right here we have the destination, right? So now we have to place this in the main track. We can lower the size. Next step is to go to the distortion folder in effects, drag this distorted effect, and you can also drag this one, ripple distortion. Now we can select these two, increase the duration of these two. So as you can see guys, we have this effect. We can select these two, select the white rectangle, and we can create a compound clip. If you want to lower the speed of this water flow, we can go to the speed, lower the speed, or we can also increase the speed. So In my case, I am going to lower my speed to 0.6%. Let's trim the duration. Now guys, I am going to enable this video. And we also have to add a background for this text. So uncompound this. Now we have to press Ctrl C and V, select this second layer which is below this one. We have to click here, double click, and we have to type a full stop. Change the full stop color to blue. So I'm going to select this blue color, and now I'm going to change my font size to 1000. So when you change the font size to 1000, we lost the dot, so we have to drag this right here. So now as you can see guys, we have blue background, we have the green text, so we have to select these two, create a compound clip. Now I'm going to place my water flow on top of this video, on top of this text, and I'm going to place my water fill to about here. Now from this position, 1 second, I'm going to add a transform keyframe, and from here I'm going to place my water flow to about here. So now we have this water flow. Right click, show keyframe animation. So we animate the Y position, so click here, select the Y position, click here, and we can select a graph. Right click, hide keyframe animation, place this behind the text, select the text, go to the remove BG, zoom in, check this chroma key, select the green color, increase all the way to 100%. So now we have this text effect. Now to use this in your video, what we can do is I'm going to also drag this still frame, place these two on top of the still frame, increase the duration of the still frame, and I'm going to change my still frame color to green, this one. And now as you can see guys, if I lower my opacity to 0%, we have this effect. So as you can see guys, I drag and drop this video in the project, and as you can see guys, we can't really use these 3 layers on top of this video. So for example, if we want to only export this portion of this project, what we can do, press I, which is input, and we can select an output. So as you can see guys, this portion is now highlighted and this portion is not highlighted. We can also cancel this by clicking on this button. Now if I click here, if I export this video, so it only export this part. So I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to select these, press backspace to delete. So instead of deleting, let's press Ctrl Z. So as you can see guys, it only export this effect is not getting instead of the entire program. So to use this effect, we can only go to the remove, and I'm going to select this green color, increase this to all the way to 100%. So as you can see guys, we have a blue color as well. So right click, create a compound clip. This time remove the blue color to 100%, or maybe this one, increase the shadow as well. So now as you can see guys, we have this beautiful is not getting views because you are not using water fill text effect is not getting views because you. So I have this example as well. You can use a small font size, a small font, and it will look nice. So as you can see guys, we have different example, and as you can see guys, I use this water text effect on this video. If I zoom in, we don't have the border. It is just a glitch of the CapCut. So this is how we can use the water fill text effect. I hope you like it. Now start using this in your videos and create a better content. See you in the next lecture. Now in this lecture, we are going to create this amazing animation text effect in CapCut. So as you can see guys, right next to this edited clip, I have this unedited clip. So the first step is we have to Control C and V to duplicate this file. Now first of all, we have to right click and we have to extract audio and select this audio, press backspace to delete the audio. Now we have to select this video, go to the remove BG and we have to auto removal the background. We have to remove the subject background. Now if I disable this, as you can see guys, now we have the subject. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my clip, press I, and now it automatically select this point because we don't have any media after this clip. So now we have to go to the text and we have to go to the auto caption. I'm going to select my English language, create caption. Now it create the caption for this video as well. So my name is, now I'm going to place this to about it. So we can focus only on this area, not this one. So now as you can see guys, we have my name is, so I'm going to press Ctrl B. We have my name. And in a few seconds. Now I'm going to place this right here. Increase the duration at the end. Increase the duration. Increase the duration. And we have this. And now we have to, my name is. I have my name. I'm writing this in a small letter, then I'm going to select this one. It will change the text to the capital. My name is Fizan, and now we have only and. Select this one in a few seconds. Now as you can see guys, we have these four texts. Select this one, press backspace. Now I'm going to place this right here and I'm going to enable the curve. I'm going to rotate my text and I'm going to place my text to about here. Let's change the curve to about here. Rotate the text. Change the curve to about here. Now let's go to the effects and I'm going to select this one. We can go to the basics and we can also change the glow. I'm going to change my glow to this one. And now I'm going to go to the animation and let's select in animation. Now we have my name. We have my name, so I am going to click here, add a space, scroll down, enable curve, place this about here, add a space and place this to about here. Now I'm going to place this behind the subject. Select this one and place this behind the subject. Let's increase the font size to about here. Now let's go to the effects and I'm going to select this one. Let's go to the basics and we can also enable glow. Change the glow to this one. We can increase the range and we can lower the intensity. Now let's go to the animation. I kind of like this one, so let's place this about here. Now I'm going to select my out animation and select this one. I'm going to place the end to about here and I'm going to also place this behind the subject. Let's select this, increase the font size, place this about here, go to the effects, select any effect and go to the animation, select animation. This is the out animation, so I'm going to select in animation. Let's place in a few. Also place this behind the subject. This is perfect. Go to the effects, select an effect. Now let's go to the basics. We can enable glow for this one as well. Increase the range, lower the intensity to about here. Now we have to also add in animation for in a few second text. This is pretty much it. Now the final step is we have to select all these, right click, create a compound clip. Now I am going to add a keyframe. I am going to zoom in, add a keyframe, use arrow key, right arrow key, and I am going to place this to about here. It will add a keyframe automatically to this position. I am going to right click, show keyframe animation, select this, and I'm going to select a graph. Now let's click here, select this graph. Now let's click here, click here, and I'm going to select this graph. Perfect. Now right click, hide keyframe animation. Now I'm going to enable motion blur. Now I'm going to add some effects. So first of all, I'm going to add an adjustment layer to color grade and color correct my video. So I'm going to increase the saturation, lower the exposure, increase the contrast a bit, increase the highlight, maybe lower the shadow, increase the fade, increase clarity, add a sharpness. Now we have to add some effects. So go to the effects, go to the lens folder, add this one. Now we have to also add a filter. So go to the filter, go to the retro, and I'm going to add this one. Now I'm going to place this filter to about here. And as you can see guys, this is the final result. We can also increase the intensity or lower the intensity of this filter. We can also lower the sharpness a bit to about here. And now this is the final result. We can increase the blur, increase the sharpness a bit. Now we have this result. So if I play my video, this is version number 1 and this is version number 2. So this is how you can create this amazing customized subtitle auto caption text effect in CapCut. You will get this project file in the drive link that I provided you in the asset lecture, and then you can open this, change this to uncompound clip, and you can see by yourself how I created this effect. Then you can also redo this to make this a compound clip. So now we are going to create this awesome highlight text effect completely inside CapCut. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So I took this screenshot from the Google. Let's import this in our timeline. And as you can see guys, I Google the word Google and I took this screenshot. Now the first step is we have to duplicate this track. So press Ctrl C and V. And now I'm going to select this track, go to the adjustment of this track. Now I'm going to change my temperature to this yellow. Let's place this to about 40%. Now I'm going to place the tint to about here. Now we can press Ctrl, hold it, use the scroll button of your mouse to zoom in and zoom out. We can use the scroll button to drag the screen. Now let's lower the exposure. We can lower the contrast and we can also lower the highlight. And now we are done. Now the next step is we have to go to the video, go to the mask. We can select this rectangular mask. Now I'm going to use Control, hold it, use the scroll to zoom in and zoom out. Now I am going to highlight this first line, search the words information, including web pages, etc. So I'm going to highlight this line. Perfect. Now I would like to use the round corner effect. So right here we have round corner effect. So we can increase this to 100%. And if I click here, as you can see guys, the corner now look beautiful. Now right click, create a compound clip and select the horizontal mask. Now I'm going to rotate this mask, and if this line, highlight line, appear to the right side of your screen, don't worry, we can invert this. So right here we have this invert button, which is say reverse in this software. So as you can see guys, now we can also reverse this. Now I'm going to place this to about here, and we can also click here, drag this to the left side to feather the mask, or we can use this slider as well. Now let's place this to about here, and from this position I'm going to add a keyframe in position, and I'm going to highlight this line. We can also show keyframe animation. Click here, we can select a keyframe, and we can also select a graph. So I'm going to select this easy in 3 graph. Right click, hide keyframe animation. Now the half work is done. So in this project I only have one shot. So for example, if you have multiple shot and you want to export only this video, only this shot, so we have to press I, and as you can see guys, it select the whole project. So we can place this to right here. If you want to export only this portion, press O, and now it will only export this portion of this project. Now I'm going to export this video. Let's rename this to highlight, and now let's export this video. Now we can go to the open folder. Here we have the video. Let's cancel this, we can delete all the file, and we can import this exported file. Now I'm going to add a camera motion effect. Go to the effects, go to the lens folder, a zoom lens effect. Now I'm going to lower my speed to about 3%. And now I'm going to select my video, add a keyframe in transformation. And now I'm going to place these two right here in the center of the video. And now at the end, I'm going to place my video to about here. Now we can also right click, show keyframe animation. We can also add a graph. So select this, select a graph. Now we can click here. We can also select this, and we can select a graph. Now we can select this last keyframe, and let's select this graph. Now we are done. Hide keyframe animation. Now we can select all, press Ctrl A, right click, create a compound clip. Go to the basics, enable motion blur. Now change the speed to twice. Now go to the retro folder of the effect, and we can also add a noise effect. So I'm going to add this noise effect. I'm going to lower the speed to about 15%. And now here we have the final result. Now if the blur is too much, then we can also lower the blur to 50%. Now after I lower my blur to 50%, here we have the final result. And this is how you can create this amazing highlight effect in CapCut. Welcome back. As you can see guys, I have a beautiful short video in my timeline. So first of all, let's see that video. If you're searching for a video editing software for beginners, CapCut is the best. It offers variety of effects that you can drag and drop onto a clip that other software does not have. I use so many video editing softwares, and let me tell you this, they are complex, whereas CapCut is beginner friendly. So if you are a beginner and you wanted to make something special, start using CapCut. Now as you can see guys, I apply some interesting effect onto this clip to make it attractive, and I want to grab people's attention. So now I'm going to show you how I created those effects completely inside CapCut. So the first one is this magnifying glass effect. So without wasting any time, let's create this effect. Now as you can see guys, this is a PNG image because we have a transparent background. And we have a logo photo room as well. So I use photo room to remove the background of this PNG. Now we have to get rid of this photo room logo. So click here and we have to just resize this image. Now let's click on confirm and we are done. Now the next step guys, we have to click here and we have to press Ctrl C and we have to press Ctrl V to duplicate this picture. Now what we need to do is I am going to select this image, go to the mask, and we have to select this mask, rectangular mask. Let me just place this right here so we can see clearly. Let's drag this right here. Now first of all, I am going to create a mask. This is better. And now I'm going to use this slider to have a round corner. So as you can see guys, if I press Ctrl, hold it, use my mouse scroll to zoom in and use the scroll to view the screen. As you can see guys, we have these round corner. So that way we have the mobile phone cover. And now we are done. Now what we need to do is I am going to click on the position, rotation, and let's click on the size as well. We can go to the mobile phone, go to the basics, and we can add a keyframe in transformation. Now let's go few frames ahead and I'm going to select my mobile phone. Let's click here and now I'm going to drag this right here. Now I'm going to also select this, go to the mask, and I am going to drag my mask to this position as well. Now let's go to this position, select your mobile phone, place this right here. We can select this image, go to the mask, and we can place this right here. So it look like it following the phone. And for the final, let's select the mobile phone and place this onto a CapCut logo. And now I'm going to select my image and let's place this mask right here. And now guys, we are done. Now as you can see guys, we have this effect. Now what we need to do is we have to just refine this effect. So right click, go to the show keyframe animation, click here, we can select this graph, we can click here and we can use easy in, or we can use this easy in 3. According to your liking, you can use any of this graph. So I'm going to use this one, easy in 2. Now keep in mind, I use easy in 2. You have to use the same graph that you use for this image, and you have to use the same graph for this mobile phone as well. So now I'm going to select this keyframe, and now I'm going to select my easy intro as well for this mobile phone. Now let's right click, hide keyframe animation. Now go to the retro folder. You can use any effect onto this image. I am going to use the low quality effect onto this image. And now if I play my clip, as you can see guys, now we have this effect. So inside the phone we have the effect, and outside we have this image. Now you can play around with the slider. And now if you want a magnifying glass effect onto this screen, what you need to do is go to the lens, and in the lens, if you scroll down, we have this fisheye effect. So we can apply this fisheye effect. Go to the effects, go to the fisheye effect, and we can increase or we can lower the intensity of this effect. So let's increase this to about 50% so we can see it clearly. Now select these two, create a compound clip, add a motion blur at the end. And here we have the final result. So this is how you can create this amazing effect completely inside CapCut. Welcome back. Now I used a glow effect to add interesting glow on my icon, and you can also apply this glow effect onto your videos as well. So in a few steps I'm going to show you how I edit that effect. So without wasting any time, let's begin. So what you need to do to make an icon glow in the free version of CapCut. So in the pro version you can use just this effect and it will automatically make your icon glow. But in the free version we don't have this effect. So I have a method to make icon glow in the free version of CapCut. Now as you can see guys, we have this new project and I have this CapCut icon. I'm going to lower my scale first of all to 50%. Now we can press Ctrl C and we can press Ctrl V to duplicate this layer. Now I'm going to scale it up slightly about 15%, and now let's go to the mask and we can use this mask. Now I am going to feather the mask and let's invert the mask. Click here to invert the mask. Now let's invert this again so we can see it clearly that we have the glow or not. We can lower the mask to about here. And we can also go to the basics. We can increase the size. Now we are halfway there. So what we need to do next is go to the effects and go to the lens folder, and we can drag this blur effect onto this image. Now let's go to the effects and let's blur this. Go to the adjustment layer. We can increase the exposure, we can increase the highlight, increase the white, increase the brilliance. Go to the basics and go to the video, and we can change the blend mode to brighten. Now let's go to the mask and we can also lower the size and increase the feather. And now as you can see guys, we have this glow effect. So this is before and this is after. We can also press Ctrl C and press Ctrl V to duplicate this. Now I am going to select these two, create a compound clip, and again I am going to apply this blur effect. Now let's select this image and we can change this to brighten. Now we can select these two and we can again create a compound clip. Now you can move this icon to anywhere you want. So guys, this is how we can create this amazing glow icon effect completely inside the free version of CapCut. But if you are a pro user, then you can use the flash vibration effect, which will automatically add glow to your icon. Welcome back. Now guys, we have the last effect, which is the 3D zoom effect, and in a few steps I'm going to show you how I edit this effect. And without wasting any time, let's create this effect. Create a new project, and right here we have these assets. So I am going to align these assets. Let's drag these assets in the timeline, and I'm going to place my subject to right here. So it will appear from this position. Now I'm going to drag this and place this right here behind my subject, and I'm going to align this right about here. Now let's align this one as well, and it will appear from this position. And let's place this right about here. Now let's place the logo to about here, and let's align this to right about here. Now the final we have the money, so I'm going to place my money to right about here, and let's scale it down, align this to about this position. So now we have this basic image. Now we are going to animate this image. We have to one by one animate these layers. So select this, go to the animation, and I'm going to select the slide up animation. And for this one, I'm going to select slide left. And for this one, let's select slide right. For the logo, I'm going to select slide down. And for the money, I'm going to select slide up. And if I play my clip, as you can see guys, we have this basic animation. But if you notice guys, we have a problem. This one is appearing from this position, but I want this to appear from behind the subject. What we are going to do next is right click, create a compound clip. And if we go to the mask, we can select this horizontal mask. I'm going to rotate this mask, and I'm going to place this mask right about here. We can also invert this mask as well. And now if I play this, as you can see guys, now it is appearing from this position from behind the subject. And for this one, we can do the exactly same action. Create a compound clip, select the mask, select the horizontal mask, rotate the mask, and let's invert this mask. And now we are good. Now select all the assets, go to the end, and we can select this, or we can press W. It will delete all the layer from this position where we have this playhead. Now we have to add animation to all these assets, all these layers. Go to the nightclub and select play pendulum and place this effect onto all the layer except for the money. So for the money, I'm going to select this flickery shot, and we are done. Now we have to just edit this slider. We have to lower the twist, lower the strength, lower the sharpness, and lower the speed. And for this, we can just randomly change this slider so it won't look the same, because we apply the same effect to all our layers. And now here we have the effect. And for the money, let's edit the blur to 0%, and let's make this to about 5%. Let's lower the color, and we can lower the glow. So as you can see guys, it is too bright, so I'm going to lower my glow. We can also add some blur, so I'm going to add 9%, and let's lower the speed to about 10%. And now I think we are good. Now here we have the animation. Now we can also guys select all the layers, right click, create a compound clip, and add a motion blur, but change the blur to about 40%. And now after the motion blur effect, here we have the final result. So this is how you can create this beautiful 3D image effect inside CapCut. Now we are going to create this awesome profile effect completely inside CapCut. So without wasting any time, let's get started. First of all, create a new project and import this clip. So we have to take a freeze frame where we want to add a tape profile. I want to take a freeze frame of this first frame. Let's increase the duration of this frame to about 10 seconds. Second step, let's go to the import and go to the stock material. Go to the green screen folder, and we have this clip. I am going to import this clip right here. So we have this paper, clip. Now go to the first frame and take a freeze frame. So we have a lengthy clip. Let's increase the duration to match the clip right here. Now guys, the next step is we have to select the green screen material. Go to the remove background. We can check chroma key, click here and we can select this. Now let's increase the intensity and increase the shadow. Now we have to reverse this clip. So now we have this paper fold. Let's place this right here and place this at the end. So now we have this starting point and now we have this full lengthy clip. Now the next step guys, we have to go to the adjustment. We have to add an adjustment layer. And now I am going to lower my saturation to about 0%, which is in this software minus 50%. We have to lower the exposure, increase the contrast, we can lower the highlight, we can lower the shadow. We can select these and place this right here and we can take our freeze frame and place this on top of this clip. Now we have to select this, right? We have to go to the basics and we have to go to the blend and we have to select overlay. So now we have this clip. Now guys, we have to select the adjustment layer, lower the exposure, we can increase the contrast, we can lower the blacks. Now we can select these, we can create a compound clip. So now we have this clip. Now the next step is we have to also select the subject, go to the adjustment, go to the basics, and I am going to lower my saturation to about 0%. We can increase the exposure, we have to increase the contrast, or maybe place this right about here. Now I am adjusting my subject. Let's increase the clarity and we are done. Now guys, we have to add a tape on top of the subject eyes. So all we have to do, go to the stickers and if you scroll down, we have a folder called journal. We have to open this and right here we have these tapes. You can select whatever you want, but I am going to select this one. Let's increase the duration. Let's press Ctrl, use the scroll your mouse, zoom in and we can zoom out. Use the Ctrl plus scroll. So we are done. Let's rotate this a bit. Now the next step is go to the effects, go to the texture folder and select this dot silk screen and drop this on top of your clip. Now I am going to lower my color, lower my filter, and we can increase the size if you want to, and we can also add a texture a bit. So I kind of like this one. So now I am going to select these two and let's create a compound clip. Now as you can see guys, the effect is not happening because we have to go to the video, we have to go to the basics and we have to change the blend to overlay. And check this out. Now the next step is we have to go to the last frame of this clip. So in my case, let's make this a 6-second clip. Press O on the keyboard. So it will only export this portion of this project, not the whole project. We can click on this export button. Let's export this clip. And now I am going to import this clip that we just exported. And right here we have this clip. Now guys, the next step is we have to go to the remove BG. We have to check auto removal. We can select this. We can lower the size to about 0%. And if I play my clip, as you can see guys, we have this beautiful paper folding effect. If I lower my size, we can place this right here. You can check we have this effect. Now we can do one more thing. If you want to change the color of this tape, all you need to do, go to the adjustment, go to the HSL, The tape color is yellow, so I have to select this. Let's change this, select this color. We can change this. We can increase the saturation, we can lower the lightness, we can lower the lightness. And check this out, we have a red tape. Now if you want to add a paper effect at the end of this clip, all you need to do is just first of all delete this, and we can uncompound this clip. We can press Ctrl C, we can press Ctrl V to duplicate this, place this right here. So let's place this and then select this. We can trim this. I'm going to make this a 6-second clip. We can select this, we can reverse this. So now we have this paper folding effect. Let's press the left arrow key. So now we have the end part, press O, export this clip, and we can import the footage that we just export. And now let's select this, go to the basics, go to the video and go to the remove BG auto removal. Select this, lower the size, and here we have the final result. We can lower the size, place this right here. Now we can add 2 more effects to take this effect to another level. Go to the effects, go to the lens folder, and if you scroll down right here we have FPS lag. Drag and drop this on top of our clip. Change the speed to about 22%. Go to the retro folder and we can drag and drop this retro blue effect. We can lower the filter because we have this borderline. If we lower the filter, it will disappear. Now we can play around with the glow, we can play around with the blur. And if I play my clip, check this out, we have this amazing tape profile, paper unfolding and folding effect. So as you can see guys, I added this entire shot inside CapCut. Now the first thing that I want to share with you guys, if you want to put the caption in your video, just put the caption below your chin. It will make easier for the viewer to focus on you and your caption at the same time. If you place your caption right this position, it will make the viewer to struggle to look at you and your caption at the same time. I also don't like the caption in this video, so you can also change the caption by select this window, go to the caption, and you can select any caption you want to add in your video. Now as you can see guys, I use so many sound effects, and for the sound effect you don't have to go to anywhere, you just have to go to the audio, go to the sound effect in CapCut, and you can search for any sound effect. So I use deep voice, for example. I can search for voice sound effect and you will get different kind of voice sound effect. But you don't have to use different sound effect every time you want to add a sound effect. You can use the same sound effect and you can make that sound effect different. So for example, in this portion I have the cut the wind sound effect. I have several copy of this sound effect, but if you watch the video you won't notice that you are hearing the same sound effect. So what I did, I just duplicate this sound effect and place this in different position, and I just change the voice filter of each sound effect. And for this one, as you can see guys, I have distorted filter. For this I have energetic, for this I have sweetie, and for this I have loofy, and etc. So this way you can use the same sound effect but it won't sound like the same sound effect you are using. So if you want to dig deep into this entire CapCut shot, then you can open this project and you can preview this on your own. There are so many effects that I did not teach you, but those are some basic effects. That is why I did not teach you, and I just don't want to waste your time. So it's better for you to preview this on your own, not for me to tell you every single detail.